Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, it ain't working without you guys. Man, I'm sitting here watching the Bears, and the Bears are what we thought they were, and they're just bad. Pick six, Mitch Trubisky. I think they're down 28-3 right now. Robert Quinn. Wow. I can't believe Robert Quinn last year had what, 11 sacks? 11 and a half sacks in 12 games. With the Bears, he's got 9 tackles, 1 sack, and he was just thrown around like a rag doll. They literally dropped him in coverage on 3rd and goal. Him and Khalil Mack. And that's when you go, what the hell is going on around here? That doesn't, I'm sorry. Dropping Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn in coverage on 3rd and goal? Are you kidding me? And Mercedes Lewis just throws him out the way like a rag doll? Wow. This makes me wonder. 2020 is a bastard year. It's crazy. Seeing what Robert Quinn did last year versus this year, I know he got paid to go to the Bears. But is this because of COVID? Because we've got so many guys that really didn't get an opportunity? Because see, if you're a free agent and you move to, you just signed a deal and you didn't move to the area, you may not have had access to the training facilities or may have gotten yourself set up to really work out and have those relationships to be in shape. Is play like what we had with Dontari Poe and Everson Griffin and those guys, is this because of COVID and having to change teams, change to a different system, and that this year is just an aberration and that maybe next year will be better? Because there's a lot of this going on. Defenses have been terrible this year. Quarterbacks and receivers and stuff, they can go out and run routes, but playing football, playing defense, as a linebacker, you're not running routes. You need to go out and hit somebody. So maybe that's all of this. But congratulations to Pat Mahomes, that's made this look easy. Now, they ended up winning a shootout, and Pat Mahomes threw for 460-some yards. Freaking incredible. 3rd best passing performance of the season. Pat Mahomes, oh my God. He was throwing until his arm just about fell off, 2nd best passing day of his career. Isn't that freaking amazing? You know what's even more amazing? Damn. Dak's got 2 games this year with more passing yards than that. Number 1 and number 2, most passing yards in a game, Dak Prescott. Number 3, Pat Mahomes. But I know he's just an average quarterback. And those are garbage time yards because, all the guys that are on losing teams are throwing for 400 yards. They're just throwing for, I forgot that happens. Carson Wentz, they're getting their ass handed to him. He's always throwing for 450 yards and more in a season. Tom Brady, 2 more interceptions. Is Tampa Bay really better than Jameis Winston? Better off without Jameis Winston? I'm just asking. I'm just asking that because I think that's 11 interceptions right now by Tom Brady. 11. Just saying. And it seems to be a little tension between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. I bet Bill Belichick's asking him, do you miss me yet? Do you miss me yet? Yeah, because that dynamic's crazy. And then we have the Denver Broncos situation. The Denver Broncos, the NFL should be ashamed to make them play without a freaking quarterback. Seriously. How bad was it? It was so bad that they had one completion for 13 yards. Yet they had two completions that were interceptions. They doubled the amount of interceptions to completed passes. Yeah. We got all of that going on. The Bears stink. Green Bay is running away with the division. Jacksonville let go of their GM after another loss. We didn't gain any ground in draft position, but we kind of got help because the 49ers ended up beating the Rams, which means that puts another game separation because technically we could have beat them. We could have beat them and then, they could have fallen below us. We've more of solidified being the number 4 pick. We could actually still win a game and still be in that number 4 spot. So if you are a tankologist, if you're looking and saying we want the best draft picks possible, we're kind of getting dialed into that situation with Washington, the Eagles, and the Giants all ahead of us. There's not too many people that are going to be below us unless, and now here's where it gets crazy. Here's where it really gets crazy. Washington, the Giants, and the Eagles have killer schedules in front of them. They do. The only games that you can look at and say somebody's got to win are when the Eagles play us, or we play the Giants, or we play the Eagles. You can look at that. It's conceivable. I mean, somebody's got to win those games. Somebody has to win them. But it's conceivable for the Eagles to go through and lose. I mean, they got Seattle, they got Green Bay, and you see what Green Bay is doing. They got New Orleans, they got the Cardinals. Then they have us, and then they have Washington. It's conceivable that the Eagles could maybe not win another game if we beat them. And here's what's crazy. I think we have a chance to beat the Browns. And if we end up winning one of those games, I think, in our division, the Eagles or Washington, the Eagles or the Giants, I think you might win the division with 5 wins. It's actually that crazy. I'm not suggesting that we should. I'm not saying that we will. I'm just saying that there's a possibility. This is how crazy it is. We're in the number 4 position, but you look at this and say, do you really think that the Giants or the Eagles are going to be Seattle? Those guys? I mean, they've got some of the big boys headed in front of them. We got Baltimore. But right now, Baltimore is dealing with COVID like crazy. Who knows who's going to be back off of that to play us on Monday night next week? Or the week after, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's just utterly crazy. This whole season, I keep thinking that this whole year has been a dream or a nightmare that I'm waiting to wake up from. It's just, it's crazy, y'all. It makes no rhyme or reason. And I'm just wondering, when will we get back to what we used to have? Because I damn sure miss it. Tomorrow night, Eagles. Eagles, who are now becoming the butt joke of the NFL. Carson Wentz. Turnovers. Shoo. Yep. Can't wait to see that game tomorrow night. See Seattle versus the Eagles. Yeah. Well, as always, friends, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And regardless of what the Eagles do tomorrow, we'll still be in last place in our division. I'll see you soon.